Welcome to another episode of New Year Black Me. So, I am here with an episode about the Haitians. We know for some time Haitians have crossed the border. Of course, not many Haitians are from Haiti. Some have lived in different part of Central and South America, Mexico, and they've crossed the border. Um, and it's not uncommon that they have been sent to Gitmo, which is Guantanamo Bay Naval Base. It's a detention camp, and we know that a lot of people who are typically that we've known that they've sent there are those who um, are part of certain groups, such as like what happened with the 9/11 attacks and so forth. And so many times they spend years in there before they're let go and not considered a threat. But here it is. We have Afghanistanians. They are seeking asylum because all of this going on with the Taliban and it's chaos, and they are received benefits, welcome with open arms, and of course not everyone, but those who are seeking asylum get that option. And here it is, Haitians are trying to do the same thing, and they're sending them back, not knowing that all of them are not coming from Haiti, but some are being deported to Haiti and being sent back in Mexico and so much more. And now they are trying to send some to Guantanamo Bay Detention Center. And it makes me wonder, what are they going to do with them there? And when I think of, every time I think of Gitmo, I think of this is where they go and do all of their ungodliness to people of a darker hue. When you think about, oh, okay, well, along with the Haitians, are we putting Afghanistanians in there? Because they asked for the people who are going to be, officers in that camp to be able to speak some form of Spanish or Creole. I don't recall their asking to be able to speak a language, to be able to converse with Afghanistanians. So it makes me wonder. And this is that treatment that we talk about so much. And just so you know, this was something that Trump has done when he was in office. So Biden's not doing anything different. As I said, this is same coin, different side. When you think about, there's a TV show called Railroad, and it's kind of like underground, and you have the groups that say, okay, we want slaves. This is what we want. And this is what you would consider to be conservative group. They're straightforward in what they want and how they feel about you. Then you have this other group where, once the people have escaped, they got to this place that was, it was white people that were over it, and they were to help them, give them food, help them be able to learn to read. But really, they have this ulterior motive where they're really using the people for some type of medical treatment to see, it's basically experiment on them. So they're not really, these people who have escaped slavery think they're seeking refuge at this place, but really they are part of some type of treatment plan they don't know about. And I feel like that reminds me of the Democrat. So they're really the same. They just like to mask it well. They are, the wolves in sheep clothing. You have the one that's saying, I am the wolf. And you have the other person masking to be something they're not. But your horns are sticking out. You're like in the Little Red Riding Hood. We still see your teeth, your big teeth. You can pretend to be grandma all you want, but we know you're the wolf. And that's how I feel about the Democrats. And so many people, they say, oh, the Democrats want to help, and they're stuck on just voting Democrat instead of voting on the issues. And if you notice that, then you would notice that Biden is just like a Trump. He's just like, they're just like Jekyll and Hyde. They're the same person, just two different ways. But if you notice, a lot of the things that Trump has done, Biden has kept in his administration. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this little clip. I don't like listening sometimes to the news here in the States because it's always so much opinion and bias. They might as well just be a YouTube channel because they don't really just do straight facts. It's an opinion piece. They might as well be on YouTube. But I'm just going to give you this piece about what's going on with the Haitians and in Gitmo, and then provide your comments and subscribe. So hopefully we hope that there's safe travels and that the Haitians can seek refuge.
Welcome back. The Biden administration seems to be recycling inefficient and inhumane policies from former governments, with revelations of plans to detain asylum seekers in the Guantanamo naval base. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is advertising a new contract to operate a migrant detention facility at the U.S. naval base on the illegally occupied Cuban territory of Guantanamo Bay. According to government records, applicants for guards must be fluent in Spanish or Haitian Creole. The holding facility on the base has a capacity of 120 people, and the U.S. officials estimate it will hold an average of 20 people daily. However, the contract solicitation says the service provider will be responsible for erecting temporary housing facilities for populations that exceed 120 and up to 400 people in a surge event. Former President Donald Trump had raised the idea of using the base, infamously known today for torture and arbitrary detentions for deportations. But it's not a new idea. During the George H.W. Bush administration from 1991 to 1993, when many Haitians sought to flee the country to seek asylum in Florida, as many as 12,000 were sent to the Guantanamo Bay.